And at the end of the day, the Eagles are 10-1. How shocking. Alright, what's going on, you guys? So, as far as this game goes, it looked like a blowout. As of right now, I'm recording this, it's 31-3. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears are pushing down the field. They'll probably end up scoring before the 2-minute warning is over with, but in the end, this game was a blowout in a really strange way. You know, the one thing the Eagles need to work on, especially in the running back area, specifically LeGarrette Blount, is fumbles. LeGarrette Blount fumbled twice, once back in the beginning of the game and then another one in the fourth quarter. We had an interception by Malcolm Jenkins. He was trying to make a play out of nothing and ended up fumbling the ball. So in the end, it would have been, if he hadn't have stolen the ball away from the wide receiver, a completion for 10 yards. Instead, it was an interception, fumble recovered by the Bears for 10 yards. So either way, it didn't change anything, but it was very stupid and idiotic of Malcolm Jenkins. Just should have went down. That's all I really have to say about that. But at the end of the day, the Eagles, this was a sloppy game. You know, the Eagles had the majority of the penalties in this game. There weren't many holdings or pass interference or illegal block in the back, or there were a couple by the Bears. But illegal hands to the face, a little contact, motion, whatever. It was mainly false starts and offsides from both of the teams. Like, they played a really strong game as far as penalty-wise, minus those offsides and false starts. The Eagles really started to rack up those false starts and offsides in the third quarter specifically. It was kind of crazy to see that. But the Bears all throughout the game, false starts, offsides, they were really inconsistent and just sloppy in the entire game. And that's really where the Eagles just took advantage of the entire situation. Carson Wentz throwing 3 more touchdown passes. Zach Ertz, welcome back after the rusty hamstring injury and, of course, the bye. Shaking off all that rust. 104 yards on 10 receptions and 1 touchdown. So, props to him. Alshon Jeffrey, a touchdown. Nelson Agholor, 2 touchdowns. He recovered Jay Ajayi's fumble in the end zone and had his own 15-yard catch and run for a touchdown earlier on in the game. Carson Wentz is really great. The running backs overall had like 170 yards rushing, so that's great. The defense of the Eagles played just fantastic football, minus the offsides, minus the penalties in general. Let's just say penalties in general at the end of the game. They really did manage to just shut out the Bears completely. The Bears went the entire first half without a first down. So I'm pretty sure that's saying enough. They have one of the best running backs in Howard. You know, he's the 3rd overall rushing. And their defense isn't that bad either. We ran up and down their field, minus the idiotic mistakes as far as turnovers and stuff went. The Eagles played a very strong game, and of course, minus all the incompletions and just penalties and everything. It's just a very sloppy game as far as penalties go and fumbles and everything. But that's something that they'll manage to fix later on in the season. Obviously, we're 10-1. That's the best thing, and we head into Seattle 10-1. Seattle plays later on today against the 49ers, so we'll see how that goes. But they're going to be looking for a win. It's in Seattle, so it's going to be difficult. But it's Russell Wilson's team, really. That's all it really is. But other than that, you know, the Eagles, in the end, 10-1, best team record-wise in the NFL, best team in the NFC. They can clinch with a win of the Redskins over the Cowboys this Thursday night. They can clinch their playoff bye, but of course, or playoff berth. But of course, they're going for their playoff bye week, you know, wild card weekend. So they're going to continue to play hard. They just kneeled down. 31-3 is your final score. Tell me what you guys thought about this game in the comments down below. All in all, it was a really solid game. Fumbles and penalties are really the main area of concern that I'm pretty sure, Deuce Staley is going to focus on. And, of course, Doug Peterson and the entire coaching staff is going to focus on those penalties. Very idiotic penalties and everything. So, tell me what you guys thought of this game. And I'll see you guys later this week when we talk more Seahawks and Eagles. It's time. Just focus one game at a time. Seattle is next. So, focus on that. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.